Moanin Mo Baggins here, but you can call me Mo. I'm here to give you my take on the world as only a blues guy can. Now, I'm clued in. I know I ain't gonna get nothing like the number of views of, say, a baby panda sneezing or a pussycat falling in the bath. Apparently, they're cute. Cute? I sneezed and fell in the bath the other day. It wasn't cute. It was dang painful. The only views I got were disapproving ones from the staff in the store. You know, when I got this gig, the guy grabbed me by the lapels, pulled my face right up to his and shouted, "Mo, you gotta encourage viewers to subscribe." Bit needy if you ask me, but hey, I'm sure he had his reasons, and there's probably a button, so you might as well click it. Now, I know what you're wondering. You're asking, what you gonna talk about, Mo? Well, I'll tell ya. Half the world seems to be making videos and calling themselves influencers, claiming to have their fingers on the pulse. Not me. Some days I'm lucky if I can even feel my fingers, let alone find a pulse. But I'm a blues guy. I've lived, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give you my take on stuff. A little bit of Moanin Mo Baggins wisdom, if you will. Today, I'm gonna talk about energy. We all know that we're emitting too much bad gas, man. I know I am. That little Swedish kid keeps telling us how we're all doomed. Listen, I'm a blues singer. Looking on the gloomy side is my stock in trade. But even I'm thinking, hey, lighten up, sweetheart. But I'm trying to do my bit. I decided to try generating some of that renewable energy in my room. It's mighty drafty, so I thought a wind turbine might be a good idea. Obviously, I can't fit in one of those giant ones you get in the sea, so I tried making one out of an old desk fan. I set it up on my table over there. You should have seen it spinning round once I plugged it in. Didn't seem to make much difference to my electricity bill though. If anything, it went up. Next, I decided to put some solar panels up on my roof and get some benefit from this global warming we've all heard so much about. Now, playing the blues ain't been bringing in the dough just lately, so I couldn't afford those fancy solar panels you see in the ads. But hey, they're just plates of shiny black stuff. So I made my own by taping some of my old Password Blues vinyl records to the roof tiles. Really putting the soul into solar, man. You can't do that with an MP3. I got a whole stack of the records left after my idiot distributor told me I'd got to number 2 in Finland. So, anticipating a high demand, I ordered a load more boxes. A couple of days later, I asked him how it was going. "Great, Mo," he said. "You've sold a 3rd copy." Idiot. Anyway, all the scientists are looking for energy sources to harness, things that don't give off too many emissions. If I were them, I'd be looking at blues guitarists. Take Lex Webster here. I've seen him set off on a guitar solo at 9 at night and still be a-plucking and grimacing away on that same solo at 4 the next morning. If they could harness that energy, we'd all be able to leave the room with the lights still on, like in the good old days. Of course, lots of blues guitarists play with a lit cigarette hanging from their mouths, so it's not completely clean energy. But that's for the engineers to work out. I'm more of an ideas guy. And what about cars? I drive what you might call a hybrid. It runs on 50% gas and 50% willpower. But we're all gonna be driving electric cars soon. And have you seen the size of the batteries those things take? Heavy, man. I tell ya, if the car wasn't having to carry such a big heavy battery, it wouldn't need such a big heavy battery. But cars ain't the real culprits. Planes are much worse, man. As a blues guy, I have to do my fair share of traveling. So, I looked into how I could offset my carbon footprint and discovered that every time you take a flight, you're meant to plant a tree. My advice is to wait until after they've been round with a drinks trolley. For years, we blues guys have described stuff we're not into as not my bag. Soccer, not my bag, man. Opera, not my bag, man. To be honest, apart from the blues, not many things were my bag. Well, now something is my bag. My bag. The stores have started charging for carrier bags. So, you gotta have your own bag. If it gets worn out, you just go and replace it. They call it a bag for life. Everybody's got one. You, me, my little nephew. But you know what shoots my boots? I'm getting on in years, and I paid the same for my bag for life as my little nephew paid for his. But hey, maybe I'll outlive him. I mean, a kid with a plastic bag, that ain't gonna end well. So, the way I see it, the earth is like a giant blues harp, man. Kate Mouse Brown here will tell you, it ain't cool if you keep blowing out that CO2. You gotta mix in some suck it, or you ain't gonna make it to the end of the song. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Baggins Blues Views. Don't forget to subscribe, or the promoter is gonna get ugly.